Welcome back to the garage. This is part number 4 of the increasingly inaccurately named frame bracing trilogy. Added some new lights. Had two fluorescent light bulbs burned out, so I got those changed out, and my goodness, what a difference it makes in here. You can actually see what I think I'm doing now. Now I need the hat to keep the light out of my eyes. Anyways, today is going to be kind of a repeat of yesterday. I'm going to take the cardboard aided design template. We're going to check it to the other side, see if it's close enough, make any tweaks that need to be done. And I was actually doing a little bit of research on overhead welding. I can weld flat all day long, but as soon as you get to the vertical and overhead stuff, I'm way out of my element. I'm not a welder, I just play one on Facebook. So did a little bit of reading, and it looks like the common technique is to put more power to the welds. I'm going to try it on this go around, see what comes of it. I'm not making any guarantees it's going to look any better or worse than what's there, but if it makes a difference, certainly we'll find out. I'll let you know that apply more power for overhead welding, but no guarantees that's going to work. Don't take that as gospel yet. It's just what I've read on the internet, but supposedly we can trust everything we read on the internet, or Facebook for that matter. So I'm going to grab the template, we're going to dive into the car, we're going to get that sized up, and we're going to get it cut up, make it what it needs to be, and see if we can start getting it tacked into place. The other problem I have is my welder is right here behind me. My 220 volt outlet is over here behind my black toolbox. And the part I'm going to be welding on next is way over there. Leads on this guy aren't that long, so I'm going to have to do some work to see what goes on, to see if I can make this work, or I'll be switching this over to 110 mode, which I really don't want to do because it just welds so much nicer in 220. Oh well, let's have some fun. By a stroke of good luck, I was able to solve some of my undercar lighting issues. I found my headlamp tucked away in my toolbox. Nice under the car. Another good stroke of luck, oh boy, let's get this right. My welder found that I have exactly enough cord to go from the 220 plug way over there behind my drill press and get the leads to the other side of the car and have like exactly enough room to work with it. So I'm thrilled I can still weld with the 220, and yeah, we're gonna get this thing going. Basically rinse and repeat the other side. It looks identical. I'm gonna get I'll take a picture or two, maybe another small clip, show you what's there. Got it clamped in. Funny thing is, the frames on these cars are not wildly consistent. Anybody that's had a G-body knows that. But the curvature of the frame is a little different from the driver's side to the passenger side. I've got it clamped up every which way I know how to do it, and it's still got a bit more curve to it. So I'm just going to have to work with it. So keep that in mind when you're working on G-bodies. Sometimes they're not wildly consistent side to side, but I'm not sure any car is. I'm not familiar with much beyond the G-body, A-body line. So, yeah, show you what I got on the underside. We're going to start applying some metal glue and hopefully get this welded up today. Fill the garage up with smoke again. That's always a fun game, and let it air out a bit. So, see you in a second. Like I said, rinse and repeat. It looks pretty much just like it did on the other side. Butts up solid against the torque tube. Got a little bit of a gap issue, but I think I can stick through that. Gonna weld along the top side of the frame continuously. Gonna stick it along the body bushing, down the back side, and yeah, gonna get this guy stuck into place. And that should improve the rigidity here along this piece of the frame rail massively. Alrighty, time to make some smoke. Alright, laying under the car. As you can see, the smoke is still trailing off. That weld is so fresh. But I talked earlier in the video talking about overhead welding, and the tip I had found was increase the power level a little bit. I did that. I'm not going to touch it because it's hot, but it looks many times better than the other side does. I'm considering going back over the other side just to clean it up because, well, I'm here. Might as well. Gotta get the air chisel out and knock that stupid little former exhaust hanger off. But yeah, I'm gonna start working. Next project is getting the main cross member. Don't touch it, it's hot. From there all the way over to the other side. I can see why people put fuel cells in these things. This would make this job a lot easier. I'd have a lot more room to work with. But thanks for joining me on this adventure. Thanks for watching this one. On the next one, we're going to start working on that cross member. Getting tired. I'm going to get ready to call it a day here. Thanks for watching, and enjoy your new year from Snow Family Racing.